All right. Oh, man. Like that. And happy Friday. Happy Friday. I hope it is. I hope it will be. And it shall be. Gunplay for Ham. Correct me. Welcome. Welcome. Senior Bet, you was there for a while, man. So thank you. I don't know if you're still there, but thank you. Pressing buttons. That's how I press buttons. All right. Let me just mess with this for a hot second. And I'm gonna get right to my painting. But this image has been kind of like messing with my mind. Like I don't feel like there's something off. But anyway. See how that goes. All right. It's gonna have to be something I work on later. Let's just get to it. Whew, man, let's go. Move my camera here. Hopefully it's not too washed out. Looks a bit washed out. Recording that. Too much stuff in the way. I'm gonna keep working on him, and I'm gonna work on. I'm gonna work on the thing. Ah, there he is. Glitch mode. What's up, Homer? I don't know what it is, man. Your boy's getting old. Getting like hot flashes. It's hot. This is gouache, sir. I haven't done watercolor in a while, but I treat it about the same. The first layers or so, I put it's really watery, so now pretty much everything I do is watercolor. Oh my god, gouache. Everything that I do at this point is gouache. You were using watercolor on your logo, correct? Have you tried messing with gouache? Yeah, we were talking about that. All the kids are doing it. All the cool kids are doing it. Yeah. Yeah, man, hit the like for Hemi. No. Hit the like for me. Hit the subscribe for Hemi. No, I have some other gouache. What's it like? Brands, but I'm one of those dudes, man. I started with the Hemi. I want to finish it, no matter how long. I've been doing it for 2 years, and I'm trying to do as much and paint as much with that set before transitioning to anything different or better. Hemi. Hey, Omar, did you see? I don't know if I did. You see the finished Mister Freeze that I started on your stream, which I really appreciate, man. I would love to do that again with you and your peoples. But was I able to show you? I may have posted it, but it's on the other side of this sheet. I'll show you in a second. Watch me ruin this one. All right, because it's still wet. As long as I don't touch the back page. Yeah, so this was the Mr. Freeze I started the sketch on your the stream you invited me to, which I really appreciate. And it's the same thing. Gouache. The only difference is that I used the black acrylic to do the darks. And what I find that what I like about it is that the Hemi doesn't reactivate over it or blend. So I've been trying to, and maybe adding that extra step or that extra medium. Because as you know, with gouache, it dries matte, and you have to put so many layers of it just to have this type of contrast or sharpness. So, and because gouache is opaque, I was able to go right over it. And if I needed to do extra, I went right through it. So that's what I did on with that. I I used the acrylic and inked it with the paints to, and then I'm just painting over it, and you don't lose that sharpness. There is some bleeding out, but not so much that becomes unusable. And as for this one, I'm using reference. I'm using a Jack Kirby panel from FF #1. So I'm trying to get my Alex Ross on it. So that's the original panel here. So I don't know how much I'm going to render or how much I'm going to add in terms of painted detail, but I kind of like that effect as opposed to just the solid colors. And that's kind of like what this is all. the challenge for me. But I will put some white in his eyes. I don't know, because if I start doing that, I might start painting more and more. Yeah, man. Uh, you got to find, and I'm still trying to find what suits me. And I'm a comic book nerd, man. I love the sharp black inks that these artists can get. And if I can kind of mimic that in my paintings, and then there's a part of me that when I paint, I don't want any dark lines or any black lines. So when it came to this, I think it's a perfect challenge for a perfect test to see. But who knows, man? Constantly, you know how it is. We constantly learning and trying out new things. But I was really amazed on how that the acrylic held up. Yeah, using reference like that, especially from old masters like that, you can never go wrong. And we blurry here. I might have to move my camera back. Um, and it's kind of like the best way, one of the best ways to try to get in their mind of what they were doing, the mindset, and how they came up with that panel, the pattern, the image, the drawing. You know how to. Yeah, absolutely. I've been doing that lately a lot. The using comics as a reference. Um, I'm gonna start doing that with some manga. I got some Fist of the North Star stuff that I want to try to replicate. There's some stuff I have on some Akira stuff that I want to try to replicate. That'd be kind of dope. But being talking to you guys and meeting you, meeting Charles from Saboteur Comics, and Rob Norton, you guys that do your own comics, and Fred. I mean, I've been learning a lot just peeking through your channels, peeking through all. It's cool to be in that group with you guys and just learning from what you guys are saying. Stealing is what I'm doing. Stealing. I'm just kidding. I wonder what I would do. Let's see. Heck yeah, man. That would be dope. Absolutely, man. I just started adding live streams to my channel. So um and my schedule is really weird. Like I said, I am not currently working, so my schedule is dependent on my kids' schedules because I take them to and from work. I'm a daddy Uber, a Duber. So I try to jump on when I can, but I would love to eventually get consistent with it and not crossing the streams, as you know what I mean. You know what I mean. But heck, we do help each other up, man. Help each other out, help each other up. I've been meeting tons of amazing up and coming artists or just people doing it. Stuff that as a kid I dreamt of doing, and man, it's really cool to live vicariously through people like that. See if I can get something with those eyes. All right. I'm trying to keep this loose. I don't want to be over rendering this thing. Plus, because it's the same tone, I don't want to compete. Competing. Like this thing is blurry. All right, let's see if we can fix this here. Get something for it to focus. All right, I think that looks good. Let's see if we can do. I'm gonna look at this fan. It's killing me. Okay, okay. That's cool. This one might be a short vid today. This bad boy is moving along. I got a really small palette today. All right, let's do this. Please get this shit out of me. Hold on, I'm gonna mute myself. All right. See you later, Omer. I appreciate you swinging through, man. I really do. And if I believe you're streaming today as well, so if I jump back on, I will definitely swing by and check your stuff out. Happy Friday, brother. Hey, Susan, welcome to the Friday Flim Flam. That's funny. How you doing today? Things are as well as expected. Yeah, things are going pretty good, I think. Trying to stay busy and trying to come up with interesting things to draw or paint. It's kind of like the weirdest thing about trying to maintain a channel. A part of me goes, do whatever you want, paint whatever you want. Another part wastes a lot of time thinking, no, would anybody like that type of stuff. But I think that I got to get away from that thinking and just do, right? Right, right. And one of the things that I mentioned with my wife a lot when even to this day from when I started, they redid my channel and is not changing, trying not to change who I am to chase a trend or anything like that. Be true to what I want. So if it's something that I search on YouTube, like, and it's not there, do it. Unfortunately, with YouTube, you notice that sometimes there's a fine line between an artist and a performer, and I don't want to be a performer. If that makes sense. Just want to do and talk to people and share nerdy tidbits about stuff that I like, and it's what I would do normally in a room full of artists anyway. So the wifey keeps me grounded and reminds me who I am. I just noticed a tangent in this painting, and it's now that I see it, it's gonna drive me mad. Oh man. How you doing, Saboteur? Welcome. Oh, and so a tangent usually is a continuous line or continuous a form that goes a continuous line that would go through two forms that don't really connect. I don't know if that even that explanation makes sense, but let's say tangent would be all right. If you were doing still life and pretend this is the stage of the still life, you wouldn't put two items that were flat next to each other. Like this would be the tangent. This line on the bottom of the page and this. Artistically, you would want to either move it or angle it, making so that the lines don't continue between two separate forms. So, see, I don't know if I show you the tangent, it's going to get stuck on you, but I'll do it anyway. His arm here, the thing's arm. Hold on, I got to get this to focus again. All right. His arm looks like the tangent continues to the guy running his arm. So that looks like it's his arm that shrunk. So the only thing I would be able to do as an artist to fix that tangent is either move his arm out of the way and angle it off the page, or remove it completely and have it appear as if it was behind him instead, so that it won't appear to be. Yep. I got too many things on my screen focusing for attention, and it's driving my camera crazy. Yeah, I think I could. Yeah. I was trying to keep it as tight to this thing, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to. Also, because I changed where the position of the thing, made him bigger and more on center than that one. And that's why he doesn't have that problem. So the only thing I can think of, which is what I was going to do originally, was create a white outline around the figures to give it a graphic look. And I think I'm going to darken this here also, so that it'll look more like a clean light over the thing. Who knows? Who knows? I gotta remix my grays too. It's too late. There are things I'm not gonna worry about it too much. I thought it was funny. It was probably gonna drive me mad, but I think it's kind of funny that 2 hours in, and I'm like, I just noticed it. But don't look too bad though. I can live with it, I think. I need to get some better brushes. Yeah, the tangent, yeah, and once you see it, you almost can't unsee it. Uh, Especially when you're studying and doing life drawings, that type of stuff. I need some better brushes, man. Let me get this out the way. Wondering why I can get paint on my fingers because of Renaissance Maestros. I'll have to check them out. I like cheap. I don't really take care of my brushes the way I should, but I should. I'm doing it again. I'll check them out. I'll put them in the cart. I have so many brushes though. Like just on my table alone, besides these bits that I'm painting with, some of these, some watercolor ones, some of these. Bunch of these. I really should consolidate just to the ones that I use because it just the real estate that those brushes take really is something else. Yeah. I'm kind of like all over the place here in style. It's funny. I forgot. You know, I do actually feel like I should still do the white outline. Susan, if you were to uh, like the way, like I'm trying to understand the what you're dealing with your eyesight, where graphite and I guess contrast are difficult. Is that right? Would it be different if you was to use black paper as your medium and use white as the contrast? Would that be different? Would you be able to would that pop out more? I don't even know if that question makes sense. So I apologize. Gotcha. Because I asked because I did a practice drawing and painting on black mixed media paper. So then all I had to really focus was on the highlight. And it was really weird using the pencil because graphite on black paper actually looked light. So then like you said, you almost have to reverse the way you look at it. Charcoal and acrylic marker. Gotcha. Yeah, yeah. I had these gouaches out and I gave it a shot. I'll show you in a second. And it makes it difficult with the gouache, but forgiving because, as you know, gouache kind of like bright colors dry darker. So I was able to kind of like see it build. Yeah, it was interesting when I started. I didn't really know how it was going to look. Um, so I started sketching lightly, and I added regularly and just sketching that as normal. But then I started looking at it a little bit differently, and because the image that I was drawing had highlights, it had really sharp lighting on the bridge of the face. Yeah, I'll show you in a second. Yeah, I kind of like that contrast. So move this out the way. So it drew it the same, and I don't know. And where's my pencil? And it actually erased pretty well too. And as you know, once you start drawing with pencil, it has a really weird sheen to it. In this image, gotcha. And I got a glare here, so I don't know if this will help. It still there's a lot of glare, so it looks I can understand it because I have a light to my right up here that's making it appear to glow, so I can understand that a lot of this probably gets muddy. Gotcha. But yeah, if you do try it out, I'm curious. I've done something like that um, before when I was learning how to paint with acrylics. I painted I have it around here, a snow leopard, but it was a monochrome, and all I ended up doing was just sketching the white, kind of like doing it that way. if I can move this out the way. Do you have to use corrective lenses or glasses? Gotcha. Light pad. You mean like a light box? Uh, where they kind of used to not trace, but trace over an old drawing to ink or whatever. I have one here, and I bought it when I was like really unsure about painting. And I'm like, I wouldn't want to ruin my drawings by painting over them terribly, so I'm going to get this light pad, this light box, light pad, so I can trace it over watercolor paper. But the paper that we use for watercolor mixed media is too thick, so it defeated the purpose. I was never able to do it. I just kind of had to rip the band-aid off and paint over a drawing already, you know? I've tried carbon paper. I've tried the old tracing paper with graphite on the back of it, and you know, trying over the reverse image, and it's just like, just go with it. One of the things I've noticed that whenever I try to circumvent something like that, oh, I don't want to draw, I don't want to ink over my pencils, and I'll do it, and it comes out okay. My one of the aspects of the artwork gets better, so my pencils get better or my ink gets better, and you never want to mess it up. Just gotta go for it, I think. And a lot of this, a lot of studying, personal studies. Yeah. The whole erasing the watercolor paper. Um, if you've seen my drawings. I erase a lot. I use a needle eraser. I use the electric eraser. I'm gonna draw on whatever paper as how I draw. You have to kind of adapt to everything differently. But I'm stubborn. I want to do it that way, and we make it our own. You do tear into the paper though, but because I use the fixative and gesso, like I said, it doesn't really make much of a difference for me when it comes to painting. I create the texture that I want and that I'm comfortable painting on. But I'm going to actually test that theory. A couple of days ago or last weekend, I did a red Sonia drawing on sketch book paper or drawing paper, which has really no tooth. It smudges a lot. And I had sprayed it with fixative and I add gesso to it. So I'm going to be curious to see how that reacts to painting. I want this one. The paper does feel different though. Yes. I wouldn't be able to use watercolor on that sketch pad. I had to add the fixative, no matter what. That would have been a disaster. Disaster. I don't know how watercolor would hold up to the way I treat the paper. think you're absolutely right. It may have too much pooling. So it probably wouldn't react the way I want it to. I kind of miss watercolor a little bit. Yeah. But I still use watercolor to draw. This might be one of my 14. What do I got in here? I think I have another one. Yeah, Susan, I don't believe any of them. I just, whatever feels right for what you're doing. I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but this is all drawn on watercolor paper. This is also fixed and gessoed. So, no, fixative only. I started to like drawing on watercolor paper because of the texture you get when smudging and erasing. I'd be curious to see what those look like. But this would look like if I was to paint it. And then this one, I think you may have seen this, was pretty. On this light. This was actually drawn and painted no fixative. This is before I was doing all that fixative and gesso stuff. And that's just my ink brushes for the darks. And straight India ink and water. But I didn't draw on this. I went straight for the inks. Well, the Rogue and Gambit, yeah, it's one of my favorites. I just love the way that face came out. I actually liked the drawing better than the painting, but it's one of those things that these were hard trying to find the form without drawing. A little dark. And now was that. But yeah, I pretty much right now, I pretty much draw on everything. Acrylic paper, watercolor, mixed media, the Bristol boards, I don't care. This one's proven to be an issue. I don't know if you'll be able to. When I don't like the form, and already it's not digging into the paper, but it's already, the graphite is absorbing into the watercolor paper. So I can't erase as well because it's in there, but that's okay. I'm going to end up inking over that anyway. But yeah, so I'll use whatever. I said, I'll paint on your walls if you let me. I'll paint on anything. What am I doing here? I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. Turn up the black. This one's pretty much. This one was a pretty fun study to do. As part of this panels to paint series that I was doing. Absolutely. Absolutely. You lose out a lot on when you start following people who, and they may have their own reasons for it. I don't have any sponsors yet, so I'm drawing on whatever. I'm drawing on whatever. I would love to do a mural, but I think you would need some really, I don't know the type of paint you would need to paint murals, and I don't know if I can keep myself to a simple palette to do it right. If that's necessary. Maybe it isn't. Boom, there you go. 50 cents, absolutely. But you're right, man. The paper stuff, you could only, not only, but just use Arches. Arches is expensive, especially for a young artist or someone who's starting out and doesn't know, I'm not going to pay, which I have. I have two brand new, absolutely brand new arches sketchbooks that when I bought them, I put so much behind the fact that they were expensive that I'm like, I don't want to waste it, this, that, and the other. And it added so much unnecessary stress that it didn't let me learn. It didn't help me. So I did all my stuff from what I considered inexpensive or cheap paper or materials and this, that, and the other. And I still haven't used the arches. And not even because I think they're expensive anymore, just because I'm enjoying the tools that I have and the paper. And I'm still figuring it out. But if arches want to sponsor a brother, I'll be in here selling the hell out of those sketchbooks. I think this is about done. I drew over my I like this guy. Even though I painted him during a really bad time. But I like him. That R is going to be a problem. And this brush is too thick. Mess it up. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to write that's going to be a test in itself. Sorry. See if I can get this. All right. Simple, yet effective. I think. I think this one is done. Like I'm crying. Can I put that up? Can I put that up? I'm gonna. Why do fathers take an extra pair of socks when they go golfing? In case they get a hole in one. Well, you got to say it with the right cadence. In case they get a hole in one. That's amazing. His leg should be. No, it was perfect. I wonder. I don't want to mix it there. I just want a boom light. I don't want too much. Trying to be careful with the. This is acrylic, and just a little. Even with the water, it will activate the gouache underneath, which is okay, because I kind of want that effect, that lighting effect. But I'm trying not to lose it. Because although it's acrylic, that water is activating the gouache underneath. And I'm curious if I should try acrylic gouache. Nah. I think that's it. I think that's it for today. I like it. I think I'm going to sign it. This was just a study. More than one figure on a page, a scene, an homage. So I'm happy. Give one last peek at the original. I'm definitely going to be doing more of these. That's the original. Bam. And the mellowized version. I think that's pretty good. No respect to the original. Me too. Hey, me too. Shoot, just hire me to go get you coffee. But I'm waiting. I'm waiting so that to the point where I'm too expensive for them, and then I'll fleece them for everything they're worth. And I'll tell them that it's their fault that they waited too long. All right, let me put my mellow after Kirby. And that is it. Thank you so much for swinging through. I appreciate you. This is I don't know where to sign it. I should sign it on him. I think I'm going to wait for his foot to dry, and I'm going to sign it right there. And that's it. Thanks for hanging out. This concludes your regularly scheduled stream. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for hanging out. Have a great weekend, Susan. Appreciate you. Have a great weekend, acidic raindrop. And everyone who swung by. Have a good one. Bye. Lily, delivered. Ay, qué dolor.